Sister Spouses significant times Robyn Brown didn't phony cry. Sister Spouses fans are utilized to Robyn earthy-colored crying immediately. She is a quintessential casualty and faults everybody for her life going to pieces or the end of her fantasies. However, she never finds opportunity to ponder what she might have done any other way. Because of this, she has been named Sob Bin Robyn. Simultaneously, however much she cries, nobody at any point sees any genuine tears. However, were there times when Robyn shed real tears? Continue to peruse for additional subtleties. Significant times Robyn Brown didn't phony cry. From the time Sister Spouses started, Robyn Brown has been a messenger. She guaranteed that was not the way in which she needed to be depicted, however she was unable to help herself. First and third spouse, Mary Brown and Christine Earthy-Colored Woolley were likewise exceptionally close to home, which Kody Brown appeared to take to. In this way, a few fans felt Robyn saw that tears worked with him and utilized it to get what she needed. She has drained the tear train from that point forward, and the one thing fans can depend on is Robyn will probably cry in each episode. The main issue is her tears are disingenuous. No one has at any point seen genuine tears come from her eyes, which is alarming. She winds up appearing as though she is in torment more than anything. However, have there been times when Robyn didn't phony cry and was simply herself? As per a Reddit string, sometime in the past Robyn didn't utilize tears for her potential benefit and was simply herself. Per the Overpowered, it was the point at which they had moved to Las Vegas, and every spouse needed to fit the bill for a home. They composed this. You want to know when Robyn didn't nearly cry, counterfeit cry, draw near to crying, or get somewhat close to home? At the point when they were attempting to get the homes in Vegas. She gets told in various gatherings with attorneys, real estate agents, and credit fix that she may not qualify. No tears. During this time, the family was attempting to sort out how to manage their Vegas dream homes and assuming they ought to continue to construct. The OG3 was reluctant, yet Robyn Brown was jubilant and prepared to continue onward. Furthermore, they were putting resources into my sister wife's wardrobe, so she was blissful as a clam. As long as Robyn is cheerful. It appears to be as long as Robyn Brown is blissful, that is the only thing that is important. She won't phony cry or shed bogus tears. All the more thus, she has been wailing over the downfall of the plural family. This was her fantasy to be in polygamy, and presently it has self-destructed. Along these lines, at whatever point she even starts to talk about what turned out badly, waterworks. In any case, Sister Spouses fans noted different minutes when Robyn was not Sob Bin. She additionally didn't cry when really nearly kicked the bucket. No crying during work. She didn't cry during the court reception. Janelle was showing more feeling than Robyn. Others added that she wants the spouses to be in a terrible spot so she can be jubilant. This is what's going on with her pissed, done giving her anything she desired. They took her 10,000-foot view. They need to remain hopeless so she could be cheerful. I believe she's psycho. It is difficult to comprehend what truly happens in her mind, yet she has shown her two oldest little girls how to unendingly cry. Fans have gotten on Kody Earthy-Colored's previous wives, uncovers the specific second she understood the time had come to lawfully safeguard herself. Throughout the long term, fans have watched the elements of the Earthy-Colored family shift, yet Janelle's choice to legal counselor up marks a huge defining moment in her relationship with Kody and the bigger family structure. Her disclosure offers an uncommon look into the monetary and profound intricacies that prompted her making this intense stride. The monetary underpinning of the Earthy-Colored family. Starting from the start of Sister Spouses, the Browns have introduced themselves as a plural family exploring coexistence. In any case, in the background, monetary game plans have been a consistent wellspring of strain. Pooling assets. The family at first pooled their pay, with all spouses adding to a collective asset to help family costs, childcare, and different necessities. This game plan turned out to be progressively convoluted as the family extended and individual needs conflicted. Coyote Pass contention. Quite possibly of the most hostile issue has been the buy and improvement of Coyote Pass, a property planned to house the whole family. Years subsequent to buying the land, little headway has been made, prompting dissatisfaction and hatred among the spouses. Janelle, specifically, has voiced worries about the absence of straightforwardness and Kody's administration of the family's funds. The limit for Janelle. While pressures had been blending for a really long time, Janelle as of late focused on the second she realized she needed to look for lawful guidance. Feeling monetarily helpless, Janelle uncovered that in spite of contributing altogether to the family's funds, she felt monetarily unprotected. With no lawful union with Kody and no unmistakable documentation of her commitments, Janelle stressed over what she would be left with assuming that the family disintegrated. Coyote Pass debates. The absence of progress on Coyote Pass and Kody's emphasis on focusing on Robyn's monetary requirements over those of different spouses further drove Janelle to the brink. In interviews, Janelle has communicated disappointment at feeling sidelined in monetary choices, regardless of her huge interest in the property. The battle that made a huge difference. During a warmed contention with Kody, Janelle understood that her voice was not being heard and her commitments were not being esteemed. This showdown, combined with Kody's evident bias toward Robyn, hardened her choice to assume command over her monetary future. Why Janelle's choice resounds with fans. Fanatics of sister spouses have long respected Janelle for her reasonableness and freedom, pursuing her choice to legal counselor up a strong proclamation about self-protection. Facing Kody. Janelle's decision to look for legitimate security is viewed as a strong move against Kody's control. Fans have commended her for focusing on her own prosperity and declining to be sidelined. Featuring monetary disparity. Janelle's disclosures have revealed insight into the monetary disparity inside the family, provoking watchers to address how assets were dispensed and whether all spouses were dealt with decently. Moving different ladies. Many fans have communicated deference for Janelle's boldness, seeing her story as a motivation for ladies in comparative circumstances to advocate for themselves. The lawful ramifications. Janelle's choice to attorney up brings up significant issues about the lawful privileges of people in plural relationships. No lawful marriage. Since Janelle was not lawfully hitched to Kody, her monetary commitments and resources were not safeguarded by conventional separation regulations. This absence of lawful acknowledgement made it significant for her to record her speculations and affirm her privileges. Property debates. The unsettled status of Coyote Pass confounds matters further, as it stays indistinct how the property will be split between the relatives. Janelle's lawful activities might impact how future disagreements regarding the land are settled. Starting a trend. By making legitimate strides, Janelle isn't just safeguarding herself yet additionally starting a trend for others in comparative circumstances to request responsibility and reasonableness. Kody's reaction. True to form, Kody has not messed with Janelle's choice. Preventiveness. In ongoing episodes, Kody has seemed guarded about his treatment of the family's funds, faulting the spouses for not completely helping out his vision. His reaction has done practically nothing to collect compassion from fans, a large number of whom consider him to be the essential driver of the family's monetary and personal conflict. Endeavors at compromise. Kody has made a few endeavors to accommodate with Janelle, however, these endeavors appear to be contemptible to numerous watchers. Fans accept Kody's essential concern is keeping up with control as opposed to truly tending to Janelle's complaints. Fan responses. Janelle's disclosures have ignited extreme conversations among sister spouses fans, with many applauding her choice to focus on her own requirements. Virtual entertainment backing. Fans have taken to stages like Twitter and Instagram to communicate their help for Janelle, utilizing hashtags like #TeamJanelle and #IndependentWoman. Analysis of Kody. Kody's treatment of the circumstance has confronted inescapable analysis, with fans blaming him for being controlling and manipulative. Calls for change. Numerous watchers accept Janelle's activities feature the requirement for more prominent responsibility and decency inside plural relationships, both inside the earthy-colored family and overall. Pushing ahead. Janelle's choice to legal counselor up marks a huge defining moment in her excursion, as well as the story of sister spouses. Enabling freedom. By assuming command over her monetary and profound prosperity, Janelle is preparing for another part in her life. An admonition for the earthy colors. Janelle's activities act as an advance notice to Kody and the remainder of the family that responsibility is fundamental, even in capricious connections. What's next for Janelle? Fans enthusiastically anticipate refreshes on Janelle's excursion, expecting to see her flourish as she ventures into her autonomy. End. Janelle Earthy Colored's choice to legal counselor up is a strong indication of the significance of self-promotion and monetary freedom. Her fortitude in confronting Kody and assuming command over her future has resounded profoundly with fans, cementing her status as quite possibly of the most respected figure in sister spouses. Could you like further examination of Janelle's become the focal point of debate among fans? This time, there's no need to focus on her relationship with Kody Brown or her impact inside the family, yet the planning of her choice to consider youngsters with Kody. Watchers have communicated shock and skepticism over the apparent inhumanity of Robyn's timing, particularly as different connections inside the earthy colored family were battling or self-destructing. The examination encompassing Robyn's activities reveals insight into more profound issues inside the family, including bias, close-to-home separate, and the prioritization of one relationship over others. We should dive into why Robyn's timing to grow her family has left fans feeling appalled and what it uncovers about the elements in the earthy-colored family. The course of events, when Robyn decided to extend her loved ones. The presentation of Robyn. Robyn joined the earthy-colored family in 2010 as Kody's fourth spouse, and her appearance was depicted as an euphoric extension of the family. Very quickly, watchers saw that Kody's consideration appeared to move excessively toward Robyn, starting hatred among different spouses. The introduction of Solomon and Ariella. Robyn and Kody invited their most memorable kid, Solomon, in 2011, trailed by their little girl, Ariella, in 2016. The two pregnancies happened during turbulent times for the earthy-colored family, with mounting strains and developing disappointment among Kody's different spouses. Timing in the midst of family battles. Fans have guided out that Robyn's choice toward grow her family concurred with critical difficulties inside the bigger nuclear family. During Ariella's origination, Christine and Janelle were vocal about feeling ignored, and Mary's relationship with Kody was noticeably weakening. Why fans are disturbed? The reaction against Robyn's timing to consider comes from a few variables, including her apparent dismissal for the profound condition of different spouses and the family's monetary flimsiness. See narrow-mindedness. Many fans trust Robyn's choice to have kids during a period of family emergency was childish and rude. Watchers have blamed her for focusing on her own bliss and relationship with Kody over the aggregate prosperity of the family. Monetary worries. The Browns' monetary battles have been a common topic on the show, with mounting obligations and incomplete tasks like Coyote Pass. Fans have scrutinized the common sense of bringing more youngsters into a family previously wrestling with monetary shakiness. Profound disengage. The planning of Robyn's pregnancies has been viewed as an image of the developing profound detach inside the family. Pundits contend that Robyn and Kody's emphasis on building their own family unit came to the detriment of keeping up with agreement with different spouses and kids. The effect on different spouses. Robyn's choice to grow her family affected the connections inside the earthy-colored family, further estranging different spouses. Christine's battles. Christine has spoken straightforwardly about feeling like an untouchable in the relational peculiarity, an opinion that many fans accept was exacerbated by Kody's commitment to Robyn and their youngsters. The planning of Ariella's introduction to the world agreed with Christine's developing disappointment, at last prompting her choice to leave the marriage. Mary's disconnection. Mary, previously battling with her broke relationship with Kody, purportedly felt much more sidelined as Robyn's bond with Kody developed. Fans have noticed that Mary's personal withdrawal from the family appeared to heighten during Robyn's pregnancies. Janelle's sober-mindedness. Janelle has generally been the most functional of the spouses, yet even she seemed to become disappointed with the awkwardness in consideration and assets. Watchers hypothesize that Janelle's choice to ultimately limit any association with Kody was impacted, to some degree, by the preference displayed toward Robyn. Fans' responses via online entertainment. Robyn's timing to imagine has ignited shock decisively timing her pregnancies to cement her situation as Kody's #1 spouse. Watchers accept Robyn utilized the pregnancies to fortify her bond with Kody while additional confining different spouses. Analysis of Kody's job. While Robyn has been the essential objective of analysis, fans have additionally gotten down on Kody for empowering the unevenness inside the family. Many contend that Kody's eagerness to focus on Robyn's necessities over those of his different spouses and youngsters is a vital figure the family's brokenness. Support for different spouses. Christine, Janelle, and Mary have gotten an amazing flood of help from fans, who see them as survivors of an inconsistent and genuinely careless family structure. What this uncovers about the earthy-colored relational intricacies. Robyn's timing to imagine features further issues inside the earthy-colored family, including partiality, absence of correspondence, and inconsistent dispersion of assets. Partiality toward Robyn. All along, Kody's special treatment of Robyn has been apparent, making disdain among different spouses. Robyn's pregnancies are seen by fans as a sign of this partiality, as they appeared to happen without thought for the bigger relational intricacy. Disintegration of solidarity. The earthy-colored family's underlying obligation to plural marriage was based on the possibility of solidarity and shared liability. Robyn's activities, combined with Kody's complicity, have been seen as adding to the disintegration of this solidarity. Individual needs versus aggregate prosperity. The planning of Robyn's pregnancies highlights the pressure between individual needs and the aggregate prosperity of the family. Fans trust that Robyn's emphasis on her own necessities subverted the family's unique vision of plural marriage. Pushing ahead. As the earthy-colored family keeps on exploring the aftermath from these discussions, fans are left thinking about how the excess connections will advance. Christine's new life. Christine's choice to leave the marriage and fabricate another life has been praised by fans as a demonstration of her solidarity and freedom. Her flight has enlivened different spouses, as Janelle, to consider their own ways ahead. Robyn's situation in the family. While Robyn stays wedded to Kody, her job inside the family keeps on being a wellspring of dispute among fans. Watchers are anxious to see whether Robyn will address the analysis and endeavor to retouch connections or keep zeroing in on her own family. The fate of sister spouses. The continuous dramatization has kept fans put resources into the show, yet many are addressing whether the series can go on without resolving the basic issues inside the family. End. Robyn earthy-colored's timing to consider has left fans sickened, seeing it as an impression of more profound issues inside the earthy-colored family. While Robyn's activities have given pleasure to her and Kody, they have likewise uncovered the breaks in the family's establishment, leaving different spouses feeling ignored and underestimated. As the elements of sister spouses keep on moving, watchers are passed on to puzzle over whether the family can at any point accommodate their disparities, or on the other hand in the event that the cracks are too profound to even think about fixing. Could you like extra examination on fan speculations or more profound knowledge into Robyn's job in the family?